The following podcast has been brought to you by Banter Club.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Banter Club proudly brings to you, it is I, the one half of the longest reigning tag team champions of the world, the Angel of Death 6XL. Joining me as always,
OBI, the other half, the longest reigning Ramblemania tag team champions of all the times, TJ the Great.
all the dimes.
TJ the Great. Of course, we are the Banter Club. We are here to discuss that AEW Dynamite on the Hoes Network. TBS Network. It's all about them hoes. You know how it is.
I got hoes.
He had them hoes in many different area codes.
In different codes.
And before we talk about AEW Dynamite, we talk about the news and the happenings in pro wrestling throughout the week. And this week was a pretty eventful one. There's a lot happening up and down on all levels. Good, bad, whatever.
And who booked the shit?
yeah, some of that. Definitely some who booked this shit. Shit, we're going to talk about it. But I guess let's get the really bad shit out the way first. Mm-hmm. Chris Dickinson
Oh, shit.
is in trouble.
Yep.
Christina Von Eerie recently came out and talked about her relationship with Chris Dickinson and how he treated her very, very awful. Would insult her matches and, basically didn't want, would gaslight her and try to get her out of wrestling, didn't want her involved. He even had some instances, she said, where things got physical. Just lots of abuse in that relationship. And I remember, I didn't even know they were together, for one. And Christina Von Eerie, she's one of those names that pops up, and I feel like we talk about this every now and again on the show of there's this generation of women who, before WWE really got serious with the women's revolution and all that, and NXT and all that were around, and they did stuff in Impact or in the independent scene. They had big names, but they never got past a certain level. Christina Von Eerie was one of those. She felt around the early 2010s, one of those women that was next up. She felt like she was going to be a big name in the industry, and then she kind of disappeared and only popped up, here and there along the years, even though you would have thought that she would have been somebody who would have got a deal somewhere and blown up. But to see this, and just today, just a few hours ago, there's someone else, an entirely different person, that has come out and said, yeah, I was in a relationship with Chris Dickinson, and I don't know Christina Von Eerie, but I know everything she said about him is true. So now there is at least two people that are levying some very heavy allegations against Chris Dickinson and some of the stuff he's been doing. He pulled out of a upcoming GCW show. He's a major part of GCW. He's a part of New Japan Strong. Mm-hmm. He's made the rounds. He's a name. Yeah. So this is not looking good for him and his career, and just in general. It's a bad situation.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that even if you're out here and you go to one of the indies, you'll probably bump into. Yeah. Which is crazy to me.
Yeah, and like I said, he's a guy that pops up in local indies any and everywhere. He's been on all different types of shows with all different types of people. And it's so many people have so many good things to say about Chris Dickinson as a talent. You never really hear too much crazy stuff like that about him personally. So this was out of nowhere and wild and unfortunate.
Salacious to say the least.
Salacious to say the least. So, I mean, who knows what is to go on there? I guess, more and more will come out about that in upcoming weeks, but that's a story to monitor. And now on to still bad, but I guess not as bad as that. The WWE release carousel is a spinning once again.
Oh, shit.
And it looks like, Johnny Ace got the job of cutting some people this time. And they have released 10 people. God
damn, that's a lot. And the time allotted? Like, Jesus.
Yes, Fightful reports that they have released the following. Dakota Kai. Malcolm Bivens. Harland. Yes, Hardland.
They made the fucker shave his head for no reason when they had Baby Brock right there and they had a storyline ready-made.
They had Baby Brock Lesnar, took away everything that made him Baby Brock Lesnar, and then fired him.
Like, I had a great idea for who he was going to be in my head, too. Like, y'all, how do you fuck that up?
And Dave Meltzer was talking about it, and I guess he wasn't improving at a fast enough rate for them. I guess that was the reason they cut him. Because, they have like these combines and, they're being coached, developmental. Yeah. So, there are these coaching reports. And I guess he wasn't doing as well as a lot of the other guys were in those coaching reports and everything. Regardless of how good he actually is or isn't. I feel like if this is developmental and you're trying to develop and mold these guys into good wrestlers or sports entertainers or whatever you want them to be, I feel like you should cater to these, not necessarily cater, but if these people have certain strengths and weaknesses, you should be able to assess those things and then work accordingly around those things. Like if you want to get the most out of these people that are ultimately your investments, because you are investing in these people, bringing them in, you should want to work with them on the things that they're good at and try to boost those things up.
Yeah.
So,
from what it seems like to me, he was an amazing character. And if you would have, instead of fucking completely neutered what would have been his character and actually have him talk, actually have him have the look, actually have him, you know what I'm saying? Then eventually he would have probably, I mean, I'm not saying that he would because, I can't tell the future.
Yeah.
But he probably would have came along eventually.
Yeah. I don't know
feel like
what
they
this
just
dude
fucking neutered. They didn't give him a real chance. I feel like they just fucking completely neutered who the fuck he was as a human being, and then made him go out there.
Yeah, they whatever you could say about whatever he could or couldn't do, he had a unique look about him, and this is supposed to be the look company, right? That's all they fucking talk about. You got to have a look. We don't talk about look later too with Athena, but
she said some shit.
This is the look company, right? This dude had a standout look, like to the point where everyone was looking at this dude. You look at one picture, this dude's like, what the hell? That guy looks like Brock Lesnar. What's up with this dude? He's interesting. He had a look that grabbed people. And that was the first thing they took away from him. Which is like, I never understood that. I never understood why they cut this dude's hair and turned him into a weirdo. For this gimmick with Joe Gacy. Like, we even talked about that when we were still watching NXT. Like, you could have put anybody else in this role. You could have got a big, tall dude.
Von Wagner was perfect for this.
Why take
Von
this
Wagner
dude,
already has a weird-looking face. He would have been perfect for that whole situation.
Yeah, why take this dude who looks unique and cool and take away that cool, unique look to do this with him? I never got that.
I pray to God he ends up elsewhere, ends up fucking doing great. Because I feel like they never really gave him a chance.
Yeah, so that's that. Hardland. Who knew we'd have that much to say about Hardland? But
you know what it is? It's not the fact that we have a lot to say about this man. It's the fact that he's everything that they would typically want. Yeah. And they fucking ruined it. Like, how the fuck do you take something that's your bread and butter and fucking throw it in the trash?
Yeah, it
makes no fucking sense to me.
But other names on this list.
Yeah.
Dexter Lumis.
Another stupid ass. Well, I mean, everybody who they've pretty much let go of is a dumbass decision. Like, Dakota Kai, right? Probably one of my favorite female wrestlers. How do you fuck that? Bivens is my favorite fucking manager that has ever walked in NXT other than fucking probably William Regal. Like, the fuck are you doing? Makes no sense. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, with those two, they said they asked Bivens to resign in February. He said no.
Good.
Dakota was probably also not going to resign, so they apparently were out the door either way. So I mean, yeah, good for them.
We see you here.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely going to pop up wherever they want to pop up because they're both way too talented. Yeah.
See you everywhere. See you at GCW. See you at Ring of Honor.
You know Dakota got to pull up in DPW. You know.
Hell yeah. But I want to see her. I want to see her low key going for that ROH Women's title because that fucking everybody around that belt right now is pretty popping.
Yeah. There's a lot of talent out there. So I mean. More people on the list. Persia Parada, who, I mean, they killed the whole little index situation. You had Dexter and Indy, and then Persia, and Persia and I guess Duke Hudson were a couple on NXT, and they were all a little gang or whatever. And now half of that done. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Draco Anthony, who. I guess that was a dude who popped up after we stopped watching.
Yeah.
Blair
That's
Baldwin.
strange that somebody who just popped out, motherfucker. No, get him off TV. Like, damn.
Yeah, I guess they didn't like him and he's done. So, Blair Baldwin, a referee. Vish Kanya, Mila Milani, and Raylan Devine, who I guess were all people who are enhancement talent or whatever, PC people. Again, Dakota and Bivens were headed out either way. Like, honestly, I saw the writing. I had the vibe for months that Dakota was out of here. I honestly have had that vibe for months.
So you were listening to No More Words?
I guess.
As you saw the writing?
Yeah, I saw the writing on the wall.
On the wall.
Like, low key, when she came back to NXT after that little instance where she was gone, and I thought she had gotten called up, but I guess Meltzer said they tried her out, they didn't want her, and I guess that was it. So after that little instance where she was on the main roster and she came back, I just had the vibe that she wasn't long for this place. Then she started streaming again. Like, I know the rules are different in NXT with the streaming and stuff, but like, she just hopped right back on stream and like, it was just chilling and was just playing whatever. So I was like, I think she might be out of here.
She don't give a fuck, bro. It happens though. It happens, especially with anybody in WWE. You can see it. They're like, yo, fuck this. I'm done with it.
Yeah.
Why does it seem to have that stigma? Like, so many people keep doing that now. Like, I could go back and think about times where everybody was trying to get into the WWE, regardless of the situation. Everybody thought they were going to go in there and make a change.
Well, things have changed in that company and how they operate. But
now everybody's just like, yo, fuck this shit.
Yeah. All I can say, the company is the company. They do what they do. I just feel bad for people like Persia Parada. She just bought a house. Like, I saw her posting on Twitter recently just about like stuff about just trying to move. Like, I'm moving all my stuff and getting this new house situated. And like, she does all that. She moves into this new crib and then you lose your job. Like, that sucks. That's awful. Like, who deserves to face that type of financial uncertainty in their lives when they're just trying to, make it and live out their dream? And they think that they have it. They think that it's within their grasp, only to just be cut like that. Because, Persia was on TV every week. It's not like she was in a position where she wasn't being used and it felt like she was out the door. They were using her every week. Mm-hmm. So shit like that is...
You dropped a bomb on me.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I don't know. WWE, they do what they do. Record profits. Keep that in mind. So, Cody Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to be on Stone Cold Steve Austin's Broken Skull Sessions.
Oh, hell yeah.
We're going to shoot the shit about AEW.
We're going to talk about your daddy.
We're going to talk about your daddy.
My daddy, your daddy, his daddy.
Used to watch your dad all the time in Dallas, Texas.
Down there at the sportatorium.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of that.
You know him and his goddamn sportatorium.
Yeah, he loved him some sportatorium wrestling.
He watched the Freebirds wrestle. Here are the Von Erichs.
Tell us a story about the Freebirds, Cody. You think you're going to ask him about AEW. You're going to ask him like 2 questions. And the rest
Tell me
is
about the Freebird. Tell me your daddy and the Freebird. And when the time, you know what time I'm talking about. Yeah,
you had to be back there, Cody. You had to know what was going on.
Come on, I know you was a kid now, but I know you understood.
You had a mind for the business.
Look, Steve, I, my father was somebody who, he didn't really allow me into the sphere. Damn, son, you talking all this fancy shit from New York? Goddamn it, I thought you was working out there in the goddamn... You better tell me about what your dad and the Freebirds done did. That one time when Jimmy Hart just went and got drunk with goddamn Terry Blair and...
Yeah, you know Cody is going to fucking pontificate and it was a very vociferous time, Steve, I've got to say. It was magnanimous.
Steve's open. Well, goddamn, son, just shoot the shit and give me a beer. What the hell's going on here? Who brought this little uppity dumb son bitch over here? This son bitch used to be a goddamn gangster.
I didn't want any acrimony in my AEW action. Well, I drink a beer to that, son. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Have you tried my lager?
It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Where's that referee?
Yeah, like Cody's a good storyteller, so they'll have fun. They'll have fun.
I remember the time, but Steve is gonna he's gonna speed him up.
Yeah,
like even when Taker was telling his story, but you got to get to the point because you beating around the bush now.
Now you got to bring me up to speed here.
God damn it, Steve, that's gonna be fun, bro. I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, Austin's interviews are always fun. So yeah,
yep. And it's Steve and goddamn Cody, who's like they're similar but different at the same time. So it's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah.
Steve, you don't really have to. Well, goddamn, son.
Bret Hart.
Yes.
So nobody really knows what the hell type of deal Bret Hart has. Because the whole thing initially was, AEW wanted Bret Hart presumably to manage FTR and appear for the Owen Hart stuff.
Yeah.
But they were under the impression that he has a deal with WWE that prevents him from appearing with AEW. Mm-hmm. But people have reached out, and Bret has said the only deal he has with WWE is a merchandising deal, which is, the basic standard merch deal that most legends get, where, WWE can make your merch and they get their cut, but you can still do whatever you want in your free time. Like, it's not a locked in deal. It's just a merch deal. So that's what they're saying Bret has. So theoretically, if he were under that deal, he could appear for AEW. And Bret was like, well, nobody ever asked me anything. So now nobody knows whether Bret Hart or Scott Steiner or anybody else is going to appear in AEW anytime soon because they don't know the contract situation. So Bret's contract is it's 1997 all over again. What's up with Bret Hart's contract? What's going on?
I don't even. And by the time that they finally do get him on AEW, nobody's gonna give a shit. Just like back in the day.
No, that AEW has him come out for some weird shit and not the thing that everybody wants. Like, he doesn't manage FTR. He comes out for some stupid shit.
He doesn't manage FTR. He doesn't do one of the Owen Harts. He just he just shows up to get his ass whooped by fucking Sting or something.
Sting beats him up, takes the sharpshooter.
Mine forever now. And no one gives a fuck, and everybody's just like, Why?
Why did we do this? FTR quits.
He just fucking hit him with a baseball bat. And fucking gave him the sharpshooter and then told him to go fuck himself. This is Scorpion Deadlock. What was the end of that shit? Even that is kind of entertaining.
Fucked up way, but nah, I wanted some good shit for Brett, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But even that would be fucking hilarious. I'd fucking cry.
Yeah, but I'd be like, why you do that? Why you do that? It's Brett.
Fucking. Then we have a shoot interview with Sting trying to figure out what the fuck happened. I don't even know. I didn't ask for this shit.
That's what they told me to do. I don't know.
Ask Tully. Tully was back there.
Oh, yeah. Wild shit. Let's talk about Athena now.
Oh, this
former
shit is
Ember
fucked up.
Moon.
Yeah.
She did an interview with Chris Van Vliet talking about her final couple of months in WWE. Just talking about how it was just like a whole like train of frustration just from one thing to the next to just all these events happening in succession that really drained her morale and made her want to leave. Like first, Shotzi gets called up when they're teaming together, and apparently like the writers don't even realize that she's in a tag team with Shotzi. So that's why Shotzi got called up and put in a tag team with Tegan Nox instead of calling Shotzi and Ember up together. Because they didn't realize Shotzi was already in a tag team, even though Shotzi and Ember were the champions. So I don't know. And shit, I don't know is basically what Triple H was even telling her. Like before Triple H was gone, she would like go to him and be like, hey, what's going on? What are we doing? He'd be like, I have no idea what's going on, but we're going to work it out. We're going to figure it out. So it then goes to
Vince took over. That's what the fuck was going on.
Essentially, yeah. She's going to do a heel turn. She was talking about like she wanted to do a heel turn where she did a losing streak, but like they did the first match and then took her off TV for a month. And then she was like, what are we doing? And then they put her back in place, but she got sick one week and they pulled her off TV again. Then they told her that she was going back to the old Ember Moon character with the red contacts and all that. So she was like, all right. She dyed her hair, got ready for that. And then she showed up to TV ready to get to work. And then they told her, Vince said, you're off TV indefinitely, from here on out. And, she got upset. Like, what did I do wrong? And they were like, you did nothing wrong. So she's like, I did nothing wrong. And you're taking me off TV. I don't understand what the situation is here. And then, they offered her like a coaching gig and she was like, you took me off TV and are telling me that I did nothing wrong. And now you're offering me a coaching gig. Like, no, I don't want to coach. Like, if you don't have anything for me to do on your television show, then don't, cancel my flights and everything. Yeah. That's what she told them. Like, cancel my flights, cancel my travel. Like, I'm not going to do it. And eventually that was it. That was the end. Yeah. So, and then, the big takeaway that a lot of people took from this, she talked about after Triple H was gone, nobody knew why he was gone at the time. He was gone and all these changes happened, which seems to be a consistent story from person to person that has left NXT in recent times. Once Triple H was gone, everything changed for the worst. So after that, they're having to go to these meetings on how to dress sexy. And,
that's gross.
Yeah. And like she said, I don't want to have to do these seminars on how to dress like Mandy Rose because, nothing against Mandy Rose. Not everybody is Mandy Rose, which is true. And it is something we talked about when we were talking about NXT 2.0. Like, why is this show gotten so... And it got worse after we stopped watching, apparently. But, like, why is this show so damn horny?
Yeah, it's a fucking horny jail joke done to the umph degree. Like, nobody gives a fuck. I'm sorry, but nobody does. Like, Here's the thing. I'm one of those people who appreciates Nikita. But I appreciate Nikita not just because she's hot, but because I've watched videos of her fucking kicking the shit out of everybody and their mama and fucking working her ass off. That's why I appreciate Nikita. You feel me? Like, it's okay to have, like, you know, but then the camera zoom ins and then promoting this and promoting. We get it, bro. We see what the fuck you're doing. Like, you're trying to sneak the attitude era up in that bitch. You're trying to sneak it, which is fucking gross. Like, it's disgusting, my man. I don't know what they brain is thinking. I don't know what their priorities are, but they're all fucked up.
The biggest, like the part of the interview that's burned in my brain, at the very least, is her talking about how, again, just tied to once Triple H was gone, everything changed. She talked about how ultimately she wasn't happy. Like, she said, word for word, this is what she said. It had become everything that I disliked about Raw and SmackDown. Yeah. The vibe had
that's
changed
why we stopped
to
watching.
that. Everything I disliked about Raw and SmackDown, down to, like she said, the locker room had turned into, like, people were upset and there was all this catty shit going on and, you know, just all the stuff that she had experienced on the main roster that she didn't like happening down here. And it's like, why did we stop watching NXT?
Because it was slowly becoming the main roster.
This is someone that worked there saying this.
Yep.
It became like Raw and SmackDown, and it wasn't fun anymore.
Yep. It used to be the wrestling show, which was good. We liked that. And then it became another brand. And once it became another brand, it was no longer unique enough for it to garner our attention. And we got to a point where not only did we dislike it, but it became so stagnant that we were more or less appalled by the situation. It was garbage.
And
depressing because
Becky Lynch just did this interview where she talked about
we have the best women's blah 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 and all blah blah blah.
Yeah, and then here's the flip side of that coin with Athena's interview, talking about everything that you're doing down on what is supposed to be the future. These are supposed to be your women of the future, and this is what's going on down there in NXT. So, I don't know, man. Like, originally, I wasn't even going to talk about that Becky thing. I wasn't even going to talk about it because, like, that shit was designed. Like, she was practically in character talking about that shit. So, I didn't even feel like it was worth talking about. But, like, then this Athena interview happened, and it's like, well, there you go. People talk about how they've evolved with women's wrestling, and they have. But I don't think it should ever be forgotten that it's been less than 10 years since they started taking women's wrestling seriously. Less than 10 years. Cause when NXT started really popping off in like 2013, 2014, and then Vince saw that Charlotte and Sasha match, and that's when he really decided we're going to do this in 2016. So that's just about 6 years of women's wrestlers being treated like actual women's wrestlers in WWE and not just eye candy. And we already, and it's not like, cause Fightful followed up on the whole women's meeting thing, even talking about the finger was being pointed at John Laurinaitis. And he was the guy that was there before, doing all that diva search fuck shit, telling women that no one would ever want to fuck you and that's why we're not going to use you. Like, he said that to AJ Lee, like, and they put him right back in that same position. They put him right back there.
First of all, he's wildin'. AJ Lee is gorgeous. Who the fuck? He's on crack.
That's who they are.
Mm-hmm.
The rating AEW
Yeah,
Dynamite's
let's talk
ready.
about the good show.
Move on.
Fuck.
It had 921,000 viewers and a 3-3 in the 18 to 49 key demo. Second lowest overall audience for the show in 2022. Fourth on cable in the demo, which I mean is down, obviously, but it's again in their normal sort of range and what you would expect with the NBA playoffs going on and going deeper and deeper into the run. Like we're officially out of the first round now. So it's only going to pick up. The games are only going to be more important. So, not a bad rating for Dynamite. I know there are people trying to like concern troll with the Warner Media stuff because they're doing the big Discovery merger. But I mean, again, even Dave Meltzer and all the WrestleNomics guys, everybody was talking about it. Was like, we don't know what it means. All we can go off of is, based off what we have. And AEW is a consistent top 5 show on cable. They do really good numbers on pay-per-view. They're a revenue driver. They make money. So, I mean, if it's just based off of what would theoretically make money and what doesn't, AEW is a thing that makes money. So the network would look at it and be like, oh, well, this is profitable. We can leave that be.
Not only is it profitable, but it's not tied, like completely glued to TNT, like WCW was. It's not a Turner product. So if a situation were to happen where TNT is like, well, we no longer need your services, they still have a profitable, marketable company that they can take elsewhere. It's not like the WCW situation where WCW was ruined after the merger because the TV company was the one who really owned everything. Yeah. So the fact that they're not glued to TNT is what makes them, I guess, smarter than WCW in a sense, because of the fact that they'll be able to survive, and maybe even thrive after anything were to break off. If something were ever to break off with TNT and TBS.
Yeah. So I mean, again, we don't know the future of what would come of that with the merger, but I mean, based off of what AEW currently does, it's safe to say they're safe as an entity for the time being. So with that, it's finally time to get to the damn Dynamite.
Do you mean it's time to light the fuse
and bring the boom?
Because it's Dynamite. Now, for those of you watching us around the world, would like to know if you're ready.
Indeed.
No, I said, are you ready?
I am ready.
Holy shit, now we're ready. Then, for the thousands in attendance, just you and the millions watching at home.
Yeah.
That is all of year. Y'all be listening and watching, and we are on so many things now, like Spotify.
There are many ways to consume.
Anyways, let's banter.
AEW Dynamite from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Of course, the home of ECW.
Jigga jigga jigga.
Jigga jigga
Jigga jigga.
It's my shit.
Yo,
of course.
Let me highlight y'all right quick. Unfortunately, our boy Hangman Page ain't gonna be here tonight. My boy had a little situation with COVID.
Yes.
And we would like to wish him all the good vibes and all the good healing powers for him to get better.
Yes, our cowboy is recovering from the COVID.
Yeah.
So he ain't here. Apparently they had to rewrite the show.
Yeah.
To deal with that. Yeah. There's probably going to be some sort of angle with him, but none to speak of outside of that.
Well, for that reason, we get somebody special in the beginning of the show.
Opening the show, we got CM Punk. He runs out. Gives a big welcome to the crowd. And then goes over to join the commentary desk. because he's going to join them and talk about the opening match for this show. The Owen Hart qualifier, FTR, first time, only time, Dax Harwood versus Cash Wheeler.
Is there...
I love this shit, man. FTR, even as opponents, are the perfect tag team.
Yep.
They came out together.
Yep. They came out one from the heel and one from the face tunnel, which is kind of like, whoa.
I love that. Another thing I love, one of the best storytelling elements of it that the commentators do talk about throughout the match, and even Ricky Morton talked about it on Twitter. In the early part, these two are best friends.
Yeah.
So they don't throw a single punch at each other in like the opening minutes of this match. No punches thrown. They just wrestle. Then Cash gets the advantage. Dax, presumably as a reflex, because he's been a heel for so damn long, pokes him in the eye.
And he's like, oh, my bad.
Yeah. And then Cash gets in the corner. He's pissed off.
Dog,
and
you hit
then
me.
he throws a punch.
Fuck me up, bro. You hit me in my eyes, bro. We're supposed to be homies. That's some bullshit. You being fake right now.
That's foul, bro. That's foul.
You don't do that.
A punch.
And he's like, my bad, doggy, damn. I'm so used to it. I had to, dirty.
I had to play dirty.
I'm sorry,
bro. So now they're throwing punches and they're throwing chops at each other. They've cranked it up. They've gotten serious. Dax comes back. He places him up top, hits a superplex for the double down. And then they get up. Cash sends Dax to the floor, goes into the picture-in-picture. And we come back. Of course, we got tons of Brett and Owen tributes and spots with these two, as you would expect, including, and I love this, Cash takes the Brett bump in the corner. They both did it, actually, in this match. They took the bump in the corner where they ran straight forward and then fell back. Yeah. The realistic version. We come out of the break. Cash hits some German suplexes. Then they both go crossbody and double down. They trade pins in a great sequence. Dax hits the slingshot Liger bomb for a near fall. Then Cash hits a pile driver for a near fall. And, then Punk is like, now we're getting serious. We're talking about hitting pile drivers and injuring your best friend and win the match. So they go back and forth in the small package, but it's Dax who ends up on top. Ref counts 1, 2, and 3.
Yep.
And it's Dax Harwood who gets the win and moves on to the Owen Hart tournament. He has qualified. Immediately post-match, they hug.
Yep. The story in this match, more or less, was basically, damn, you're my boy. So there was what made the match here kind of like, what made you feel in this match was the fact that they were trying so hard and there was that tiny bit of like, damn, you're my friend. I can't do it to you. I can't.
Yeah.
I feel like this is what would happen if you and I had a match.
Yeah.
CM Punk on commentary was hilarious. He goes, there's the one with hair and the one with no hair. He was like, how do you know which is which? The one with the mustache is the one with no hair. The one with the beard is the one with hair.
Yeah. Post-match, it's official. They put the graphic up. CM Punk versus Hangman Adam Page at AEW Double or Nothing. Punk grabs the mic, walks to the ring, says, I've never been in a locker room with as much talent as here in AEW. And I asked myself when I first came back, can I still do this? And I realized all this time later, after every guy I've faced, every guy I've been through, I can still do this. And I mean no disrespect, but everything prior to this, except maybe Eddie Kingston, that's been a warm-up. Says he's never been a gambling man, but come Vegas, I'm betting on myself and win or lose. Hangman Page, you will know you've been in a fight with CM Punk. And we got Kip Sabian in the front row behind him, getting his Awesome 5000 on.
Yeah,
chilling.
what the fuck?
I'm wondering when he should almost be back soon, right? Yep. He's been doing this forever.
Just hanging in the crowd talking about, I am ASMR.
I am Awesome 5000.
God damn it.
So, yeah.
Neil Cartman's an asshole. He almost fucked himself up in that episode, goddammit.
Yo, that whole episode was one of his wilder fucking cons.
Remember when that creep was trying and he was like, lamb, wig.
Are you a pleasure model?
Lamb. Super lamb.
We got Scorpio Sky and Dan Lambert running down the ladder match tonight, saying they're gonna win. Take that shit back.
He cut a very shouty old school fucking wrestling promo.
Yeah, very old school shouty baby face. I'm sick of your shit.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna beat you up, and then the Undertaker's gonna bury you.
The Undertaker's bury you. But now we got the BCC, the Blackpool Combat Club versus the Factory, and of course Philadelphia. This is Wheeler Yuta's hometown, so they're going crazy for the young boy. And
I mean, I wouldn't call him a young boy.
Yeah. They're bringing him up. They're bringing him up to snuff. I have grown to fucking love these BCC beatdowns where they all just run in the ring and start beating the fuck out of all these guys. That shit is great. Then the match eventually calms down. Camarado takes the heat on Yuta into the break. We come out. Yuta fights off Aaron Solo and QT Marshall with a German suplex. Makes a tag to Danielson. JR is just calling him Daniel Bryan.
I do too, Jim. Inside.
Man, part of me gets it, and I'm mostly fine with it. It's whatever. But like,
it's not like I'm trying to.
Yeah,
it's just...
he's not trying. But there's a small part of me that's like, it's been months, man. It's the fucking American Dragon.
I've been doing better with it. I feel like.
Yeah.
But it still slips up from time to time.
And I mean,
I'm so used to it.
I low key get it. Like, he's in the
fucking
middle.
10 years of calling this nigga Bryan Danielson. I mean, Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
You see? I'm getting back.
He's in the middle of this big hot tag. The crowd's chanting, yes. So I get how you can put yourself in that Daniel Bryan zone. I get it. It's fine. Danielson and Mox take out my homie Aaron Solo and QT Marshall corner to corner. Solo's placed up top.
A go-go. What was it? Camarado.
Solo, a go-go. A go-go's on the outside just watching.
Yeah. All the O's.
The Solo's placed up top.
On the Hoes Network.
He knocks Danielson down. The Dragon drops him with the midair drop kick. Crowd is chanting for Yuta, and they get Yuta. But Camarado cuts him off, deals him from corner to corner. Regal's like, Yuta, he needs to be thrown around by big, strong, horrible men to learn. He's speaking truth to power because Yuta, he counters into a submission. Camarado lifts him, but Yuta just starts elbowing him in the head, elbows this man to death, and then Dragon and Mox run in, assist with the simultaneous violence, all three of them, and that gets the win. This shit was great. I love this shit.
Yeah, typical BCC match.
Yeah. Them beating the fuck out of three dudes. I love that shit.
Hilarity ensues from time to time.
Yes. Great match. BCC is the best. Trios titles, please and thank you. Tony Schiavone with Tony Storm, Britt Baker, and Jamie Hayter.
Yes.
I'm in jail. Ruby Soho shows up because Tony's like, hey, I got some backup now. And Ruby Soho shows up and she quotes the late, great Owen himself. She's like, enough is enough. It's time a change. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah, basically just because they were like, yo, why every time somebody new come out here, you always try to hate?
Yeah, it's true.
That was the whole situation.
Yeah, Ruby was like, yo, every time somebody new show up, here you come hating on them.
You're
a hater.
I mean, you make sense because that's your name.
So I get it with you. But what's wrong with you?
What's good with you? Your name is Britt Baker DMD. You're supposed to be talking about people's teeth. Instead, you out here fucking hating on everybody. Is they teeth nicer than yours? Is that what's wrong? Be hating, yo, Tony Storm. Oof.
Yo, she don't make sense.
You saw them jeans she was wearing? In those jeans.
She don't make sense, man. I'm already in jail, so I ain't gonna say much more. We got Tony with Jurassic Express and Christian Cage.
Yes.
Jungle Boy's like, I don't want to sound like a sore loser, but I'm pretty upset about last week against Kyle O'Reilly. I felt like I should have won that, but I didn't finish when I had the chance. And Christian is like, you don't sound like a sore loser, Jack. You just sound like a loser. Jesus Christ. And then he goes,
I'm telling you, he's slowly turning.
And he quickly goes, But you're not a loser. You're not a loser. You know, put that belt back on your shoulder. You're going to prove yourself next week. Mm-hmm. But, like, he put just enough of a pause between those two sentences to where you're like, yo, what?
Like, that's what I really think of you. Yeah. That's what I really think of you.
Luchasaurus looked at him like, bro, what?
I would have been like,
it was going to happen. But then he cleaned it up. But it's coming. It's coming. But yeah, Christian is like, any top 5 team in AEW, you want to take us on, the challenge is out there. And then here comes Ricky Starks, Powerhouse Hobbs. Like, anytime, any place, Dynamite, Rampage, whenever you want to do it, let's do it. And, you know, this, again, is coming. Christian is going to get this boy soon.
Yes.
And now it is time for Wardlow versus Lance Archer.
It's my fucking guy. Wardlow.
Once again, Wardlow. MJF and Shawn Spears in the crowd insulting people. MJF is like,
that's what they do.
What do Philly women use for birth control? Their personalities.
You get what they're doing, right?
Yeah.
They're riling the crowd up so that when Wardlow comes out, Wardlow.
And by God, does it work?
Yeah.
Every time. He's like, Lance Archer's going to decimate the War Pig, and Wardlow comes out with the cuffs. There's a sign in the crowd, free Wardlow. And then
free the homie Wardlow.
Free the homie Wardlow, he do nothing. And then they uncuff him, they let him loose.
Yo, we need free Wardlow shirts.
Yeah, free Wardlow.
Yo, with his picture on it.
Max, put the homie on the t-shirt, free Wardlow.
They gotta put a picture of him with the cuffs.
Yo, free Wardlow, free the homie Wardlow. He ain't do nothing wrong.
Yo, you just skip them shits out of Harlem. Ain't nobody really know who Wardlow is. Yeah, bro, free the homie Wardlow. I feel you, bro. I got a homie too. I understand.
I understand, B. You locking our peoples up for nothing, yo.
Doing them dirty, fam. What is this brother Italian? I don't know.
We gonna get you out of there, Wardlow. All right. So they uncuff Wardlow, and the second he's uncuffed, Archer runs over and hits a fucking running senton because everybody dies.
Everybody dies.
Yeah, so you had to do that. That was the only way.
Yeah.
So, you know, all the security's dead, but Wardlow is no regular man. And he immediately shows it. He gets in the ring and hits Archer with the fucking Hurricane Rana.
Fuck. Doesn't he also do a fucking senton in this match?
Yeah, Lucha Wardlow has arrived. Let's go.
Lucha Wardlow.
I wasn't ready for Lucha Wardlow.
It was like, I gotta face another big dude. I can finally do flippy shit.
I'm the smaller guy for once.
Yay.
So, fucking MJF is looking on. JR is like, she's just upset because he knows one day he's gonna get his ass whipped like a little child in a woodshed. What the hell, Jim?
Shit. Jim, that's a little dark, bro.
What the hell was going on in them Oklahoma woodsheds?
Jim out here talking. He talking too much, man. Somebody go find this.
My day, we take it out to the woodshed. You know, if you know what I'm talking about.
Undertaker's like, agreed.
He's spitting. He's spitting right there.
That boy spitting.
Wardlow.
Wardlow. And then he'll go down. He'll be like, in the woodshed, you just got to remember one thing. you got to remember my mental. Was it like his 5 mental hacks
shit.
or whatever?
Some shit he said in his TED Talk. Go watch Undertaker's TED Talk.
Yeah, y'all man. Hey, that was his Hall of Fame speech.
Actually, it was his TED Talk.
He was giving us good clues for life.
Yeah,
I mean,
I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I liked it.
And he's telling you more or less how to succeed in the wrestling business is what he really doing. That's
if there's
why I'm
anybody
like,
to listen to on some shit like that, The Undertaker.
Yeah.
He's free game. Undertaker was giving free game. So yeah, I'm not knocking it. He
knows, bro. I would have been there. Like I would have been in the fucking crowd,
soaking it up. Yeah.
If I was one of those wrestlers, I'd be there like writing it down. Like, yo, hold on. What else you said?
Yeah. I mean, back to Wardlow and Archer. They're trading in the ring. Archer takes control, walks the ropes, hits the moonsault press, hits this big choke slam for a near fall. Looked great. Follows with the blackout. But Wardlow, reading the book of John Moxley, crucifix covers him. Like Excalibur points out, John Moxley did that once to beat Lance Archer. But Archer kicks out of this one. Puts him up top again, but Wardlow knocks him down. Hits a second rope senton bomb for a near fall. This shit was clean as hell. Fucking
everybody jumping off of Brett's rope.
Lucha Wardlow out here. You love to see it.
Yep. You got to do it off of Brett's rope though, because the Owen Hart.
Yeah. We got to pay our respects. But then Wardlow drops the straps, and it's power bomb time. 1 bomb, 2 bomb, 3 bomb, 4. Lance Archer is no more.
Damn. I thought everybody dies, man. What the fuck?
Everybody does die. And Lance died tonight.
Yep. You see, that shit was prophetic. Everybody dies, including you.
Yeah, including you. This match, I love this match. This shit was great. Fucking... It was hossy shit. There was flippy shit from the hosses.
That's what got me. It was the flippy shit from the hosses in the house fight. That was like, yo, you just put another level to house fighting right now. This shit is extra. It's like, I want to see now Wardlow versus Keith Lee.
Oh, man.
Yep. Because that would be the flippiest house fight we'd ever seen.
They're going to work that out and make that like a respectful match. Because he ain't going to take MJF's money.
I want Wardlow versus Jonah Rock, bro.
He should pay. If we gonna talk about that later.
Boy gonna do fucking cannonballs off of everything.
We're gonna talk about that later and why that might be a possibility one of these days. But
true, because of the person that. All right, let me.
Before we get there, we got the Jazz Jericho Appreciation Society. Here to speak to Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz. No violence allowed.
Because sports entertainment.
Yes, this is a sports entertainment segment. Angelo Parker is like, sports entertainers are best for business. And then he says, we gave our word to Mr. Tony Khan and to you, the AEW Galaxy, that there would be no violence tonight.
The AEW Galaxy? The cringe. God. No, nigga. What?
GFY.
No, get it out of here, bro. Why the fuck? No. I'm not with the shit. I'm not with it. No. Somebody really gonna do that now. God,
right? They're gonna make a fucking AEW Galaxy shirt.
God, no.
But then Eddie and Santana and Ortiz come out. They come out on some real shit. Eddie got on a Bruiser Brody shirt. And they're all like, get this shit the fuck. Throwing all the water in the chairs.
We don't do all this corny fucking sports entertainment crap.
Yeah, Eddie's like, I'm not doing this sports entertainment shit. Jericho's upset. He's like, you robbed the fans of Chris Jericho last week. I want an apology. And Ortiz is like, oh, you want an apology? You know what, Christopher? I got an apology. I got something better than an apology. He's like, let me look for it. Let me find it. And they must have gone to the same places Lethal and Sanjay went for their gift.
I found it.
Oh, Six got it.
Found it.
He went to that store too. Yeah, see? I know that place.
It was, you know what it was? It was in my Steve Austin bag. I don't know why I put it there. It belonged in my old Inner Circle bag, but that's no longer a thing. So I put it in my Steve Austin bag, I guess.
I needed it there.
Since he also
he uses that
shops at that store frequently.
Yeah, he likes that place. So Santana is like, you know what your problem is, Jericho? You turned your back on the two dudes who know you best, who came up with you from the beginning, from the trenches in AEW. And then Garcia steps in and is like, you guys, you think you're so tough? You with your middle fingers and you with your threats and you ready with your perfectly manicured eyebrows. You see Eddie turn and he's like, see my eyebrows.
They good. They good. He go to a good barber. That's what it is.
Yeah, his barber be touching him up.
Yeah. My barber says he would never touch my eyebrows. He says they're perfect.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, there you go.
He said he's not touching them shits.
Huh. So, yeah, Garcia's like, of course you guys want to hit us, but you can't hit us. And then he's like, I don't care about this sports entertainment crap. I want to fight. And I don't care if it's 5-on-3. And Jericho's like, see, that's what you don't realize. It is 5-on-3. And you're too dumb to get that. He says, we're putting a hit on you guys. Ooh, and Eddie's like, no, you want to talk about...
That's where you fucked up. You don't do that shit to motherfuckers from the hood.
Yeah, nah.
Because a hit means something else in our world.
And that's what Eddie says. He's like, nah, in our world, when you talk about you putting a hit on somebody and he makes the motion, that means you're ready to end things.
Yeah.
So you better be ready to end things.
But he low-key incriminated himself.
Yeah, he was like, because we've done that before and we'll do it again. And I mean,
I'm over here like, yo, if the feds show up now, that's on you, bro.
I mean,
you don't say shit like that.
I mean, Eddie has caught a body on television. I
don't talk about nothing I ever did before I started doing podcasting. Nope. I mean, regular shit, you know what I'm saying, but I don't talk about nothing.
I don't talk about nothing. Well, Eddie was like, yeah, I made it happen before, I'll make it happen
By
again.
the way, something that Ortiz did, like this?
Yes.
That I believe that's sign language for bullshit. Just for the people out there who know sign language, y'all let me know.
So yeah, that's what Eddie tells him. You know, you put a hit on you telling me you want to put a hit on me, you better mean that shit. You better be ready to end it. But she's like, you know, I look at you and I smell the bitch on you, and I know you're not really about that. And that's that. And then we got Sammy and Toni.
I like how he tells Santana. Ortiz looks at Santana and he goes, yo, you got something for him too? Yeah, hold on. Oh. Hey.
Santana's like, I know I got it somewhere. Hey.
Like when you lose the ring at the...
Like, nah, I know I put that shit with me somewhere.
Man, I know I got that ring. Oh, here it is. It's on my finger. It was great. This was great just because of the hood shit.
Yeah, this is like they went full in on fucking sports entertainment versus real shit.
Yeah, I like that shit.
Yeah.
I don't see. It's something about fucking. I feel bad because I don't want to say this, but Daniel Garcia don't look tough, bro. I'm sorry. He really don't. And he was over here trying to act all tough, and I'm like, bro, you don't look hard, bro. Nothing about you says I'm a gangster.
Well, you out
bro.
here
like,
with the sports entertainers, you know.
Oh, God, man. Stop doing all this shit, bro. You don't look hard, bro. You really don't. It's all good, though. I respect him, man. It's just, I don't know, it's something about his mannerisms in the ring where there's a disconnect somewhere around there, bro.
You out here trying to be a sports entertainer. You with the jazz.
Sports entertainment.
Yeah. The leading force in sports entertainment.
Entertainment.
Philly street fight. Hikaru Shida versus Serena Deeb.
Now, I threw up the horns because I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. But during this match, though, I kind of realized something.
What?
I'm over it.
Well, I think this is it.
Yeah, because I was like, yo, if I see these two wrestle one more time.
Hey, I think it's time to end this. And I think this is the end of it because it seemed pretty definitive and everything.
That's it. I'm good. I've had enough.
Yeah. It was a good match, but it's like
it was good.
There's only so many times you can do this before diminishing returns.
Yeah, so at this point I'm just like
we know what these two can do. We know they're good. It's time to let them do good shit with other people.
Yeah.
So Deeb goes for the knee breaker. That's the story. She's working that knee because she fucked it up. But Shida reverses with the roll through into the chair. She rolls outside. Blind Shida with the cocaine. She got the damn powder outside in the bag. She is blinded. Goes for the detox. But Shida reverses, starts swinging in the dark with the damn kendo stick. Yeah. Then she goes outside. She gets some water, and it's like a fucking video game potion. She just splashed it on her face, and then she could see it. Like, she's like, "Oh, I'm good. All right, perfect.
All right, I'm back to normal." Yeah, that shit was funny though.
Yeah, like fucking Deeb poisoned her, took away her vision, and then she restored it with a potion.
She hit her with that Mr. Fuji.
Yeah. So back in the ring, she goes for the katana, but Deeb blocks it with the chair and goes up top. But Shida hits her with the chair, drops her with the avalanche falcon arrow. For the 1-2, she got her no. You would have thought she could win with the avalanche deal, but it was a no-go.
No.
Shida goes for a power bomb, but Serena thumbs the eye, hits the deep tox on the chair. That gets a near fall. Then she bashes her knee on the chair, follows up with the Texas Cloverleaf. And Shida has no choice but to tap. Serena Deeb gets the win. Thunder Rosa is in the back watching at an unnatural angle. And it looks like that's her next opponent. Yeah, I guess fucking AEW was like, no, we got to do that because it's wrestling. You don't have to. But I guess you don't do what you want to do.
You know why they do that, right?
Why?
It's that old school technical situation
it's the
where
stage
like you shouldn't give
thing. Yeah, don't show your back to the camera.
Exactly.
Like,
but Macho Man was like the biggest. Yeah, Macho Man was like the biggest habitual line stepper there when it came to that, and it worked out fine for him. So come on now. I think it's actually kind of cooler when you get them like viewing from behind, and you get like the big fucking traps and. Usually when it's a dude, but you know what I'm saying? When it's a girl still, you can make it look like that, where like it kind of looks like the silhouette of a superhero, and then the camera cuts around and you see their face, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. Oh, it's her. I like her.
Mm-hmm. I like that camera angle better than people watching it at an unnatural angle.
Yeah,
I think that's cooler.
Yeah.
You turn to the side of them and you see them watching, and they're either pissed or entertained. So I always like that because then it's like, somebody's watching. I don't know. It's cool to me.
It's too produced when they do it the other way. So
when they do it the other way, and it's just like, you staring like this and shit. Like that shit looks weird.
Yeah, shit goofy. So Lexi Nair is with MJF and Wardlow, who are once again pissed off. They're like, "Get the hell out of here, Lexi!" They kick her out.
This shorty's last name is literally hair removal cream.
It is. She has nice hair, so I don't know.
Yeah, but she gonna do it to you. That's why. Tev is like, she already did it to me. Look.
Yeah, she got me already. Shit. But yeah, MJF.
She got me, but in this area.
Yeah. She grabbed your face. You grabbed my head.
Yeah.
So, MJF, he makes a phone call, and then he's like, "Wardlow, your next opponent is a man who is taller, smarter, stronger than you, and you can't teach that." So,
God, I hope they don't call him Kaz XL.
I mean, they acknowledge Impact,
Morrissey.
right? Just call him W. Morrissey. Impact's
or
W.
what I
Morrissey.
call him, W.C. Morrissey.
W.C. Morrissey.
It rhymes, bitch. It's better. And then W.C. Anderson is somewhere like, hey.
What the hell?
Yo, whatever happened to that dude, yo?
I don't know.
I haven't heard about him in years.
Yeah, I haven't heard that name in a minute.
Hell yeah, he should have been out here fucking helping Brock.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an illegitimate Anderson, might as well.
Yeah, get in the family. You need more people involved in that anyway. Anyhow.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are definitely out here teasing that W. Morrissey, the former Big Cass, is going to be coming in to face Wardlow. So, I mean, with that, if we're bringing over Impact guys, shit, we can bring over Jonah potentially to tangle with Wardlow. You could pay him off. Shit,
I'd be with it.
You could even potentially pay off the wrestling god himself,
Moose. Somebody.
But there's a lot of potential avenues to take with that. So I hope that's where we're going next. Like MJF just starts going for anybody and any company he could find to fucking take out Wardlow. I think that'll lead to some fun matches. the damn lights go out in the arena. And it looks like we got the House of Black, and they come back on, and poor Fuego del Sol has been killed.
Murdered.
And the House of Black shows up, and they're going to remove this man's mask, but evil Alex Abrahantes appears in the ring to stop this luchador desecration.
Or at least what we think. All I see is a man in a hood.
Yes, a man in the hood projecting evil Alex's voice.
Yep.
And he's like, we wouldn't allow you to disrespect luchadors like this. And then Penta comes out, and then the bastard, Pat, comes out.
Yeah, the gang's back together.
And then Alex comes out. And then that it's like, if he's up there, then who's in the ring? That? And of course, that means the man in the ring is Rey Fenix.
Oh, hell yeah.
Death Triangle has returned.
Yes.
They lay out the House of Black. Rey Fenix goes crazy on Buddy Matthews. The coolest fucking faction in wrestling is back. I love these guys so much. Tony Khan, you listen to me, you son of a bitch. I want these trios titles, and I want them now. I need these shits.
It's my money, and I need it now.
I need these trios titles, Tony.
It's my money, and I need it now.
You got the damn House of Black, the Death Triangle, the BCC, the Best Friends, Eddie, Santana, and Ortiz, the fucking Jazz. There's so much shit going on here with these trios. Stop playing with me. Now we got Toni with Swerve, Strickland, and Darby Allin, who are going to face off on Rampage. Swerve is like, we beat the hell out of each other for years, so I don't know if we can necessarily say we're friends, but I respect Darby, and I'm proud of how far he's come. And Darby's like, I regret to inform you, Swerve, that this is in fact Darby's house, because I've been here from day one, and I'm going to show you that this Friday on Rampage.
So he just became an Uso?
So they're set.
He just walked around and became an Uso. That's what just happened.
The Undisputed Elite versus Brock Anderson, Lee Johnson, Dante Martin, and the Varsity Blondes.
The young boys.
Yes. Julia is here, but she is once again sitting on the steps and sad.
Is she a young girl?
I guess so, right? She's a young girl that's very upset.
Because if they're the young boys.
Yeah, she's the young girl.
Yeah.
She wants to kick the Varsity Blondes out, but it's their mat, so she can't do that. That's why she's sad. Mm-hmm. So yeah, poor Julie is there on the steps, sad. The squad, they're on the same page to start. They beat up these guys in the corner, but then Dante Martin and Lee Johnson and them, they quickly come back and get them all frazzled, so they have to powder and pantomime an argument real quick to get back on track. So they get back in, and then sort of after the break, they've turned it around. They get their shit straight, and they blitz through these guys. Adam Cole drops Lee Johnson with the boom, pins him for the 1, 2, and 3, and post-match, Cole's got these shirts, these Undisputed Elite shirts that they all came out in, and he gives them to the Bucks like, come on, you guys got to get with it. We're the gang. We're the squad. And the Bucks are like, all right, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. So then they all do a Ginyu Force Foes center ring.
That's what I was going to say. So they automatically became the Undisputed Ginyu Force.
Yep, they are the Ginyu Force.
On some Tohoku Sentai.
Tohoku Sentai. Yeah, they was fucking out there. Yeah, and then we go straight to the back. By God. Because Matt Menard has taken a cameraman and he guides them to the parking lot where the goddamn gas is beating down Eddie and Santana and Ortiz. Eddie's being held up for Jericho, and then Jericho approaches him and throws a fireball in this man's face. Yeah,
my man, of course we were going to get a fucking Kamehameha when we got the Togo Sentai.
Of course. Yeah, it's Dragon Ball.
Whoops.
And then they run off into the night like the fiends they are.
Hey, don't talk about no Fiend. We don't want that kind of mess here. Show up.
Carney Sports Entertainment Fireball is very jazz. So that's on brand for them, I guess. But I don't know how I feel about them selling it as seriously as they did. Because the commentators were like, "Oh, this is fucking awful. I can't believe Jericho has done this." And then everybody runs over.
Done this.
And they treated it like a Memphis angle, like they would back in the day. Oh my God, he's fireballed them. Like, this ain't the 70s, man.
It's literally this is exactly what happened, bro. They said, "What's the most sports entertaining thing we could do?" Yo, you remember that one time Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior? Oh yeah. You want to do it right though? Let's do it right.
Yeah, this is them doing it right. They didn't do it in the ring. They did it in the back, and
Yo, remember Keith Lee and Karrion Kross? That's exactly what the fuck happened.
Poor Keith Lee had flashbacks. Like, what the hell?
He was in the back, like, no, not again.
I got away from that. Tony,
NXT,
we gotta talk. We gotta talk, Tony.
See, AEW loves NXT fans so much. They're not even below doing fucking doing all that creepy shit that they used to love to do towards the end. God damn, bro, it's definitely hilarious.
But now, we got promos from Trent and Samoa Joe. They're facing off on Rampage for the Ring of Honor TV Championship. Fucking Trent is like, "Joe, you hit hard? Well, I'm the guy who gets hit hard." What?
Hey, yo.
What the hell? Also, for the Ring of Honor Women's Championship, interim versus current champion, Deonna Purrazzo versus Mercedes Martinez. Let's fucking go.
So now do you understand why I was like, I would love to see you here?
Yeah.
When you got Mercedes Martinez as your opponent, and Deonna Purrazzo up in that bitch too, like, you got to get in there, baby girl. Baby girl, you got to get in there.
About time we got damn Deonna over here in AEW. But now, it's time for the main event. For the TNT Championship in a ladder match. Scorpio Sky versus Sammy Guevara.
You already know what this match is. It's AJ Styles' theme song.
Oh, what?
I said it's AJ Styles' theme song.
Oh, Scorpios, right?
This entire match.
Oh, yeah. Get ready to fly.
Thank you.
I am.
Chicka. Whoa!
Every day, boy life.
More life.
My shit. I want to preface this match by saying this. I am annoyed with them ruining what I thought were good individual babyface runs with Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti.
Yep.
I am annoyed with them essentially throwing Dan Lambert back into his role of what he was against Cody and Brandy when I thought he was doing very well without that shit.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed at them going back and forth with the TNT title the way they have, like this, and then in Scorpio Sky's whole undefeated thing, the way they did. But I can't deny that they made their pivot, and the pivot has worked.
Yep.
I don't think it was a necessary pivot, but I cannot deny that, well, Scorpio Sky is over as hell as a babyface now.
Mm-hmm.
And Sammy Guevara is over as hell as a heel now.
Mm-hmm.
So if their choice is to run with that, I can't knock them for running with that because it works.
Absolutely working.
Yeah. I wish we didn't do all this bullshit to get here, but we're here now, so whatever.
Has anybody ever told you kind of look like Scorpio Sky?
I don't know shit.
It's the bald head and the beard. and the fact that you speak very eloquently.
Very eloquently. Sammy is a fucking maniac, man. This dude did a Phoenix splash off the ladder onto a standing Scorpio Sky who only just managed to stop him from hitting the ground and fucking dying. He only just barely caught him at the end.
Yeah. That's happened with a few people on the show, though, recently, I've noticed.
Yeah.
We're just all of a sudden like, whoops.
Yeah, whoopsie. Stop doing crazy shit, man.
But we like the crazy shit. We like all the flippy crazy shit.
Yeah, we do. But I mean, goddamn, man, this shit. I don't want y'all to get hurt. It's a conundrum. But they get it together. Ty interferes while Sammy recovers, grabs another ladder. Scorpio climbs in the center. Sammy goes for a dive, but Scorpio catches him mid-air with the cutter, the TKO. Shit looked beautiful. And then he goes under the ring and pulls out a barbed wire ladder.
Yes,
Crowd
sir.
starts chanting, EC Duck, EC Duck, EC Duck.
In Philly.
Rightfully chanting that. But of course, he who brings out the plunder goes through the plunder.
Mm-hmm.
They go back and forth in the ring. Sammy hits a Spanish fly and Scorp goes right through it. Lambert comes in. Sammy grabs him, sets him up for Ty to kick him right in the nuts. And I mean, if you think I'm saying anything other than good for you, Ty Conti, in that situation, no way. To all the shit he said, he deserves that.
No, that's one thing where I'm like, I get this man out of this group. We don't need him anymore. He is a heel. I'm sorry. It is what it is. But when she kicked him in the nuts, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, Paige Van Zandt and Ty Conti doing their thing. That was cool and great. Then Scorp and Sammy climb, and fucking Ty and Paige are on their shoulders fighting each other like a fucking crazy game of chicken. That shit was amazing. Mm-hmm. Then they get knocked off. Scorpio knocks Sammy off onto the barbed wire ladder, but then Sammy just gets right back up and leapfrogs onto the ladder, and then Scorpio just knocks him back down to recover the title. Sammy really did just become Cody, right down to no selling big ladder match bumps. What the hell was that?
That's the thing now. They need a Cody. They need a Cody. So Sammy got to be it now, and they needed a Brandy, and they got to be it now.
Yeah, you got to do everything Cody did, even no sell this spot. What the hell?
Yep. And she got to do everything Brandy would have done. Even kick this man in the nuts.
Yeah. So, I mean, there you go. Scorpio wins. He's a 2-time TNT champion. Post-match, Kaz comes down in a suit. He and Scorpio look at each other. They shake hands, confirming that, like you said, they're going to face off in the future. Dan Lambert's in the background like, the hell is he doing down here? He's not looking pleased with Kaz being out there.
So they might be either returning them heel, which no. Or
I hope
might
they
be
don't return the whole group. Like,
nah.
Turn Dan, and then get him away. Yeah. That's what I'd say.
Well, not even turn Dan. He's still a heel in my book. Just keep him heel and then have him leave the group, or have a situation where they try to take Ethan Page out of the situation and leave them as heels, and the Paige Van Zandt and all that other stuff.
Yeah,
and leave those guys as heels.
Sort that out. Like the fans, they were loving Paige Van Zandt. So I don't know how you reconcile that, but I mean, I don't know. You got Hook. Hook is a face in a heel faction, so you could work it out somehow.
Yeah, I guess.
So I mean, either way, good match, fun match. Good. Like I said, the way we got here was wonky, but we're here now and it works. So let's move it forward and get these guys to some different shit.
These motherfuckers out here trying to do dark halos from the top of a ladder, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, they was going crazy.
Out here trying to do my finish off ladders. What's going on?
But yeah, that's Dynamite. Fun show. AEW, they seem to have their hot angles going right now with the main stuff like Wardlow and Scorpio, the BCC, all that main stuff they've got going. That's fun. And with Punk going for the title, and they've settled on those things to somewhat anchor the shows. And even without Hangman, who understandable, he had COVID, he's recovering, so yeah. When he's available again, we'll really get going on building up him and Punk for the pay-per-view, and that should be fun as well. So it was a solid show moving along.
Yep. Tev, I had fun with the show. You had fun with the show. It was a decent show. I mean, that's been our little gimmick. That's been our Banter Club AEW Dynamite. So I would like you to tell all these people out there where else to find us.
Well, I mean, we got Rampage on the other side, so I can do it on the other side of that gimmick.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You know what that means?
Yes.
See us on the flip side, because it's going to be Rampage.
This is Rampage, baby. This is Rampage, baby.
Dun, 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 dun. Do we get copyrighted for that one?
No, actually, I put that on before and we've been fine.
Good. We got copyrighted last week. I'm trying to remember what the fuck it was, because it was fine for the longest. Go ahead.
Probably the fucking bull song, because it's always the bull song. But yes, this is AEW Rampage, fastest hour in pro wrestling, and they hold true to that immediately, because they just be starting with these matches now. Yep. Like, they opened up, Swerve, Strickland, and Darby Allin were in the ring, and it's time to fucking go. The entrance, you want to see the entrances? They're on YouTube. They do that for Rampage. Watch the entrances on YouTube. And then we get into this match otherwise. But yeah, Owen Hart, qualifier match, Swerve Strickland versus Darby Allin. These two, of course, they talked about it all week. Their history coming from the same area, Pacific Northwest. Swerve and Darby having matches in places like the Fire and all that. And then now here they are once again. These two wrestle. They know each other very well. Mm-hmm. Darby goes for a low-pace suicide outside, but Swerve cuts him off with a big pump knee.
I know this kid named Lope. You remember Mario Lope?
Mario Lope? Yeah, I know him. I know that guy. I know what you're talking about.
Yo, you know what I always liked about him? He was a wrestler.
Oh, yeah.
On the show, at least, AC Slater was a wrestler.
Yeah, he's a wrestler on the wrestling team.
That shit always blew my mind. I low-key liked wrestling before I liked wrestling.
But yeah, Darby makes a comeback out of the pit, hits a big code red. Swerve hit a big dodge when he jumped backwards, and Jericho was freaking out about it. Ricky Starks was like, I could do that too. I just saved it for the big
shows. Ricky Starks be talking all his shit. Yeah, I love Ricky Starks. He talks
that shit on commentary. Swerve tries to suplex Darby from the inside, outside, down to the floor. He gets it, and it's a nasty bump for both of these guys.
Yeesh.
Starks gets up and leaves the desks and walks down to the ring. And then Sting is like, what the hell are you doing? Get the fuck...
Taz, what the fuck was Taz saying? I don't know. I didn't... He was talking all shit.
Yeah. Jericho's like, hey, Taz, what's he doing? And Taz's like, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, he was just like... like, yo, that's your man. You're supposed to...
Yeah. And then... Sting backs him up, and Swerve is distracted, and that allows Darby to roll him up with the Last Supper and get the 1, 2, and 3. Darby wins and advances. Swerve is unhappy, and that's where we leave these guys.
He's unhappy, but he's understanding.
Yeah, he's not mad at Darby. He's mad at the situation.
Because, like, Darby at the end is like, and he's like, I ain't worried about it type of deal.
Yeah.
Like, you see when he walks off, and he's like, it's all good, bro.
Yeah.
Like, his beef is, he knows who his beef is with.
Yeah, he knows who fucked him over in this, and he knows what he's got to deal with.
Yeah.
So, we got the chairman, Shawn Spears, in the back. He's like, MJF gave you a clue who you're going to face next week, Wardlow. I'll give you another clue. He's 7 feet tall.
And you can't teach that.
Yeah, that was the other half of that. First, the sentence MJF said, Spears says, this man has PP, pinnacle potential.
I was like, when he said PP, you know what it is with this show? It's their pauses.
Yeah.
They just pause, and I'm like, Yo,
This man has PP. You can hear somebody in the crowd laugh. Like,
he said PP.
Yeah, he says this man
it shows
has
our
PP.
maturity level.
Pinnacle potential, which you also had, Wardlow, but you pissed it away. And without me, the chairman here to guide you, War Pig, you're going to slaughter.
He pissed it away, but fucking W. Morrissey's the one with the PP.
Man, Morrissey's going with the PP.
Oh, God. Yeah, this is terrible. But it was good. It was entertaining. Go ahead. Shawn Spears.
Yeah, it's chairman. Shout out to the chairman. Then we go back to commentary where Jericho is going over the fucking fireball from Dynamite. And again, I get that Jericho did it because it's, silly, hokey WWE shit. But, like, I don't get why they're not treating it as such and they're treating it like a Memphis style. Oh, my God, he killed him, fireball.
I get what you mean. The commentary is over here trying to Owen Hart it.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't. It should be like, oh, look at this hokey WWE shit. Because that's what they're trying to portray. So the fact that the commentators ain't it. Because you know what it is it makes the commentators then feel dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's something that I miss about like the Attitude Era where these motherfuckers weren't that dumb at all. Like they were in on it. Everything that you were in on, they were in on. Which is
they
kind of
understood
like
the show like you understood the show. They were just a part of the overall kayfabe. But that's the only difference.
Exactly. You know what's weird to have on my screen? This is gonna be flipped. But on my screen, that side that's like reddish purple, on your side, blends in with the fucking background. so it's like, yo, where do you begin?
where does it begin? Where does it end? Rampage, baby.
This is Rampage, baby.
But yeah, after this, Santana and Ortiz run up on Jericho. Santana fucking tries to beat him down on the commentary. Security comes out, breaks it up.
That shit was crazy. He came out so pissed, bro. I'd never seen him like
Santana
that.
just ran up on him like, that shit the fuck.
Yo, what
Jericho's
the fuck?
like, what are you gonna do? Santana just get the fuck and
yeah. It looked like he was really trying to pop on this man, and I'm like, yo, chill, bro.
Yeah. At first I didn't even realize that was Santana. I thought it was just some dude. I'm like, yo, somebody attacking Jericho?
I thought it was a fan for a second, and it was like, nah, that motherfucker too big to be a fan.
Yeah, I'm like, oh nah, he kind of jacked. I think that's Santana.
That's big old Santana. By the way, he wasn't big growing up, bro. Like he was like slim. He was very slim. He was tall though. He had a basketball frame.
Early on in the Indies when he first starts to get on. He wasn't jacked like he is now. He's
been working on it, bro. That's amazing.
He definitely put in that work.
God bless that man. God bless him and his family. He's doing good, man. I appreciate everything he's done for the entire like New York scene. Like God bless.
Yeah. Because he it started with guys like Homicide and Eddie and all those guys coming up through the scene, and then it sort of flowed generation wise through Santana and Ortiz and all the guys that came up with them. Private Party after that, so many guys and girls now too.
Yeah, and look at some of the guys that he's brought on TV too, like fucking Joey Ace.
Yeah.
Like I respect the shit out of all of that. And it's somebody who feels genuine. And every time that you see him on television, you feel that same vibe. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our boys from Europe because they had a nice, beautiful interview with him. And check that out if you want. You can put the link in the gimmick. Yeah. But God bless. Yeah.
Yeah. So go check out that Europe podcast with talking with Santana, and who just beat Chris Jericho's ass here. So yeah, definitely want to check that out. Jade Cargill, Red Velvet, and Kiera Hogan versus Willow Nightingale, Trish Adora, and Sky Blue. The baddies are in action, and oh my God, this entrance.
Bro. Directly. You ever play Monopoly?
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Directly to jail.
Entire match, bro.
This was like
me fucked up. This
is a fantastic lineup of talent.
Y'all got me fucked up, bro.
First of all, the baddies are money.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
these girls came out, they did their little gimmick when they turned and the pyro went off and I just saw dollar signs. I was like, Jesus Christ, this don't make no sense how much money this is right here.
Give them all the merch. Give them all the character.
I saw this on Twitter and I would have to agree. Smart Mark Sterling, you my guy. I love you. But it's time to get the former Malcolm Bivens with these women.
Yes, I agree.
He free from that place, so it's time to get him in here with Jade Cargill because Stokely with these three? Are you kidding me?
He would really make this shit pop. You know, yo, it's so crazy though, because if you look at the fans even, there's a whole fucking group of people talking about the unofficial baddie section.
There's a sign in the crowd that said daddy section.
Like they all got, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, the money is they printing money. They printing money. They printing money. I can see it. They printing money. Yes. I'm with it. Then you got a strong, powerful female figure like Jade that's great for every. Yes, give me that. I'm with all this.
Yep. So they canonized the reason behind Red Velvet's heel turn. You know, when we were all asking, why the hell is Red Velvet a heel now? They said that this is so because when she had that match with Willow in Boston, the crowd cheered Willow and she didn't like that. So now she was like, all right, well, I'm a fucking heel now then.
And then Happy-Go-Lucky she's so adorable. Golly, man. She's one of those girls that makes you say golly.
How would you not cheer Willow? She's the best.
She's so adorable, goddamn.
She pounced Kira into the ropes in this match. Yep. It was great.
It's her mannerisms too, like the way she skips to the ring, the corner. Like she's dope. She's very her positivity makes me positive.
Yeah, she's great babyface. Great babyface energy. Yeah. But I mean, beyond that, they got a little bit, but this is about the baddies. They showcased the hell out of these baddies. I'd like to see these girls get some more shine, but their time will come because I'm pretty sure they put them in this because they knew Willow, Trish, and Sky Blue as a team would grab eyes against the baddies. So hopefully they continue to use them.
Those girls they're meant to go big in the future. Like we've been on we've been on the train of all of these women. Like we've already like seen them do everything, like all over the independent scene. Willow Nightingale in person as well. Like, I love it. Give all these people all the airtime. I want to see them become big.
Yeah, so I mean, this was all perfect showcase for again what is definitely some future star power, high level star power here in this company with the baddies and all that. Now we got Toni with Darby and Swerve. And, again, Darby is not satisfied with how he won. He's like, Swerve, if you want 5 more minutes, we can do it. And Swerve is like, you know what, Darby, me and you, we're cool. In fact, I'm rooting for you to win this whole damn thing. We're good. But now I got to call up my man, the Limitless one, Keith Lee, and get back to dealing with Starks and Hobbs.
He should have just left it at the Limitless one.
Yeah.
We would have known.
Yeah, we would have known. Well, we know who you mean. But yeah, speaking of Keith Lee, he's in action up next.
Yes, sir.
Up against Colton Gunn. Keith Lee versus Colton Gunn, the ass boy.
Bill. Said I'm an ass boy. Bill. Yeah.
They didn't play the song.
Yet? Huh? Has somebody made that yet?
Probably, but I'd have to check online.
Look around. Hopefully they have, because I want to use that every time.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around and see.
Even though I know Tev wants to play it.
Yeah. They didn't play it, but I know he came out to it in the fucking arena.
Yeah, he was already out there. Yo, you notice he's slowly, he's morphing into his pops. It's weird.
Yeah. He is
creepy.
He's the one.
Yeah. I feel bad for Austin, though, because Austin been doing it for a minute.
Yeah.
But he's his dad's clone. Like, the movements, the way he, It's creepy. I don't like it, but I like it.
I don't like it, but I like it.
Yeah, because I don't like it because it's like, ugh, but at the same time, it's like
uncanny.
I love the fact that this is like the reincarnation of Billy Gunn.
Yeah, there's Billy Gunn all over again. I love to see it. But yeah, Keith Lee takes control early, big chop, and we go to Pip. When we come back, Colton is cornered. Keith Lee gets the big Beal across the damn ring. He rushes him in the corner, but Austin hops up and takes the hit, which allows Colton to make a short comeback. He goes for the Famouser, but Keith Lee stops it. Goes for the Spirit Bomb, but Colton dodges out of the way, underhooks, but then Lee gets him out, drops him with the Big Bang Catastrophe, and gets the victory.
When he went for that goddamn Famouser and Keith Lee got up, I said, oh, shit. I knew. I was like, he's going to murder this man now.
That boy done messed up.
He caught his ass, and I was like, it's a wrap.
Yeah. So there you go. Keith Lee gets the W. And with that, we move on. Toni is with the Hardys.
Yep.
Jeff Hardy is facing off with Bobby Fish next week in the Owen Hart qualifier. He says, this is my first time in the solo dimension here in AEW. And Jeff Hardy is so weird and cool.
That's what I was going to say. That's his appeal. He's his own person. He doesn't think like anybody else.
The only man in the universe that would ever refer to a singles match as, I'm jumping into the solo dimension, man. And you just go with it because it's Jeff Hardy. Like, yeah, man, you go into that solo dimension.
I feel like him and Rob Van Dam. Oh, you ever been in a solo dimension, man? That's Rob.
Oh, dude, that's crazy. The solo dimension.
I heard about that thing, man. You know exactly what would be going down during the situation.
Yeah.
Fucking solo dimension, bro.
Yeah.
I should have went into the solo dimension when I was with Sabu. God damn. Fucking cost me everything in the god fucking asshole.
Goddamn Sabu. Jeff during this promo, he teases a match with Darby Allin, which that's got to happen soon, right? That's the one.
They're gonna kill. They're gonna try to die.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to watch it. Oh Lord.
Yeah. Matt promises that Bobby Fish is gonna eat a swanton bomb, and Jeff is gonna move on. Then right after that, we get a response via Cutler Cam from the Undisputed Elite.
I was gonna say before we get to that, I love the fact that in this situation, Matt did Jeff did the delete. That was cool.
Yeah.
They showing each other some love. It's like, I do my brother's thing, I'm going to do my brother's thing, and we're going
We're going to put each other over. That's how we do.
Yeah. By the way, Matt Hardy was gifted 100% Boricua jersey, and I was crying.
Good for him. Good for him.
God. He's an honorary Boricua, which is...
Yes.
Good for
He's
you,
earned
Matt.
his spot.
He's been invited to said cookout.
Yes. Then we come back with the Cutler Cam. The Young Bucks are back. They were all emo. They were wearing regular clothes, but no longer. They're back to wearing bullshit.
That's what they wear, bullshit.
Yeah, back to wearing complete bullshit that probably is pretty expensive. But
capris and fucking Brompers and
yeah, I don't know. Nick Jackson was wearing a sweater with what the hell was on his sweater? Some sort of animal, cats or something.
I don't even. What the fuck is? I have no idea what these motherfuckers is wearing. I swear to God.
But yeah, they're back. They're doing the taunts and shit, and they're like, Bobby Fish is gonna fucking win next week. Fuck you, Hardys. Yeah. And yeah, there we go.
My whole thing is that it doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make any sense. And then they even call fucking Brandon Landon.
Yeah, because first Kyle is like, yeah, we're here with the Cutler Cam with Brandon Cutler. And then Nick Jackson is the one that's like, no, actually, it's Landon.
And he was
Butler.
like, we're on the same page.
Yeah. So yeah, they finally got the Bucks on the same page with them.
The fact that they're marking over being in the same page is
over bullying Brandon.
Yo, they growing up goofy, I swear to God.
Yeah. Oh, you bully Brandon too with us? Yeah.
Oh, that's lit now. And you know what's crazy? Bobby ain't got no shirt on.
Yo, Bobby Fish is a different type of cat, bro. He just last week he had the shades on. He was high as shit.
Yeah.
This week he walking around with no shirt on.
Just literally basketball shorts.
Yeah.
That used to be you back in the day, motherfucker. What you talking about?
No shirt, basketball shirt.
That was you when we was kids.
Yeah.
Maybe a tank top.
Yeah, a tank top at least. This man was just shirtless. Now we have Danhausen.
Oh, it's
Comes
this
down
guy.
to the ring. He has had enough. He has come to decimate the man they call Hook. He says, "Send Hook."
Send Hook. And he literally
the
comes
crowd
out.
pops.
You don't even know me.
Hook came
You
out
don't
with fucking
even
no
know.
shirt and sweats.
Yep. Because you don't even know.
You don't even know me.
And then on commentary, they're like, well, he looks like he just woke up from the other side of the bed or whatever, but he's ready. Taz's like, no, I assure you, he's ready to go. Trust me, he's ready
to whoop this man's ass, all right? He's had enough of this. Taz is such a proud dad.
Yeah. And like, he over here looking all sorts of fucked up. And then, no, trust me, he's ready.
You listen to me. He's gonna handle this man right now. And then
Don't worry
Danhausen,
about how
he
he
gets in the ring.
looks, all right? He's Hook.
He's
That's
Hook,
the
all right?
thing about him. He doesn't give a fuck.
So yeah, he's in the ring, and then Danhausen is like, well, perhaps maybe doing it now is a little bit extreme. Maybe we do it another time. And then Hook is like, no, we doing this right now.
Yep, he's like, you ready to pop off? But then fucking smart Mark Sterling comes out.
Smart Mark Sterling comes out, and he's like, hold on now. You people want to see these guys fight?
Yeah!
They popped so big for that.
Are you sure you want to see these two? Yeah!
And while you say that, Tony Nese hits the ring, attacks Hook, attacks Danhausen, puts the both of them down in the corner. But then eventually Hook makes his comeback, throws Tony Nese with a big capture suplex, big Tazplex. They go out of the ring. He and Smart Mark are going to come back in, but then Danhausen runs up and curses them. You get back.
You didn't even let me say it. It's Tony Nese.
Tony Nese.
He
did throw a good knee.
Yeah, since 205, bro.
Yeah.
Forever. It's going to be from 205 till forever. That's what it is.
He ran in and flew to catch Hook with the knee. He
Mean,
wasn't
bro.
playing.
Yeah, he looked mean as fuck. I can't wait till they actually start doing shit.
Yeah. It's good that he's with Smart Mark. I like that pairing. I like that. So, he tries to beat them down, but then they get them out of there. Danhausen curses them. With Hook behind him, the curse actually works. They back up. And then Danhausen is like, yes, Danhausen's powers are back. You've been cursed.
He don't even know.
And then he turns around. He sees Hook. Hook is looking at him. Danhausen's like, oh, yes, we've done well. We stopped them. And then he offers his hand. The crowd is chanting Hookhausen.
Yep.
So they're with it now. They're with the team now.
Hookhausen. Oh, God.
So he offers his hand. And
Danhausen and Team Taz.
How about it?
It's going to be a hot mess. And Orange Cassidy got to be... It's going to be weird.
It's going to be a whole lot of craziness going on. Danhausen offers his hand, but Hook grabs him up and tosses him aside, and then he leaves. So Hookhausen, it looks like Hookhausen is happening.
Yep. That's just mad funny. This man literally just standing there. My curse is working. and he don't even know.
He don't even know.
Right behind him is fucking...
The crowd got with it so fast when he cursed him, and Hook was standing behind him.
Hookhausen.
Yeah.
They created it off rip. It was...
They were ready oh no, yes, this is it. Hookhausen.
Let's see what happens. Because he did whoop his ass. He just tossed him like a piece of shit.
Yeah. And I feel like that's eventually where it goes. Danhausen just keeps doing wacky shenanigans. And Hook, it starts out Hook wants to beat him up, but eventually Hook is just like, hey, you know what? You're kind of fucking funny or whatever. You can hang out.
Rockstar Spud and Big Damo.
It's a classic Odd Couple story. You got the you got the badass, and you got the goofball. And at first, the badass is like, man, get the fuck. But then eventually, he's like, whatever. Yeah. He grows on him.
Yep. So, like a fungus, but yeah.
Like a fungus, he grows on him. And I think that's where we're going with Hookhausen. Mm-hmm. So it's good stuff.
It was funny as hell. I can give it that. It was weird, but it was funny. I just want to see where they take it.
Yeah. I'm having fun with it. We got Lexi with the Gun Club, and then the Acclaimed run up, and this goddamn fucking the Acclaimed are like, hey, everybody loves the Acclaimed, right? You guys love the Acclaimed, and the Gun Club are like, yeah, we do. So you guys team up with us, because when we team together, we're unstoppable. So you guys want to scissor with us? Let's scissor. And then the Gun Club are like, yeah, we got to talk to our dad. Let's ask dad.
let's go talk to dad, right? This motherfuckers is here still scissoring. I don't get it.
Yeah, they're scissoring like, I don't get why they got to talk to their dad, but okay. And then Bowens looks at Lexi like, scissor? Lexi's like, no.
Nah. She just, nah. Like immediately, without hesitation, just, nah.
These two just want to fucking scissor with everyone.
Hey, yo.
That's them. They came up to the ass boys like, yo, let's scissor. And the ass boys was like, we got to ask our dad to scissor.
I'm over here like, where is
for
it,
permission to scissor.
I'm looking for the gimmick. It's on here, that's why.
Yeah, it is on here.
Let me not slow down my computer more than it is right now. By the way, it needs to update.
I got it.
That's what's acting up. Yeah. I'm over here like, I love to, but this shit needs to update and it's acting like.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what the Acclaim were out here doing. They went up to everybody they could, like, yo, let's scissor.
Nah, I ain't with that shit, bro. Hey, yo.
So, we get a video package for Mercedes Martinez and Deonna Purrazzo for Dynamite. Mercedes is like, you think just because this is an interim title that it don't count? I'm going to show you that this shit counts. And here we go. So I'm excited for that. My stomach
just spoke.
Angelico is going to be back on Dynamite. We got the fucking AFO versus the BCC. So we just asked, hey, where's Angelico? Since Jack Evans is going to be gone at the end of his contract. But Angelico, I guess he's going to stay.
I wonder who he's going to weird dance with.
Yeah, is he going? Does he keep the theme? Does what happens?
Yo, you know who they need to get? They need to get Alex Wright, bro. OD.
Yo, that's the guy.
Oh my god, they need to get Alex Wright, and he needs to manage Angelico. And Angelico gotta come out doing the and that's what the king gotta come out doing.
Yeah, the upgraded Dancing Fools. Yeah, we need a new Dancing Fool because Disco's out here being a dumbass on Twitter. So yeah, let's just get a new set of Dancing Fools. Because Alex Wright is always good in the hood. Alex Wright is always good.
We got to get... Remember when they named him Berlin?
Berlin.
He had a mohawk and a goatee. I was like, what? Right. This guy looks familiar, but who is he? Yo, when I found out he was Alex Wright, I was like... Really, nigga?
Why they do that to him?
They got that racist with the shit? Like, what the fuck? Berlin and the Wall.
It's one of the few men in history to beat Steve Austin and Triple H. And they never got their win back.
You know what's good, though, at least? At least the Wall went to be AWOL from Misfits in Action.
Yeah. Alongside Huge Erection.
General Huge Erection.
General Erection. That's better.
Oh, God. That was terrible, but it was great.
Now we got the main event interview, Mark Henry with Samoa Joe and Trent.
Yes.
They note that they are in Philly, the birthplace of Ring of Honor. Joe says, Trent, you think you're going to be able to walk out of this building under your own power? I promise you that you will pass out before you ever walk out of this building. And Trent says, Joe, you may think you're going to kill me. I know your whole deal, but you're not going to kill me. I'm going to still come back. And then Mark says, it looks like there's been enough talk. It's time For the main event.
You know why he said that, right?
What?
These motherfuckers out here threatening to kill each other.
Oh, here we go again.
Every week with this. All right. It's time for the main event. God.
We got Ring of Honor's Ian Riccaboni joined in the booth for the main event.
Yeah.
I love that. Ian Riccaboni is great.
And they had the Ring of Honor ring announcer.
Yeah, Bobby Cruz doing ring announcing. When they pan to the announce table to show Riccaboni, he's there talking. Fucking Jericho's just looking around like
shook,
all paranoid.
Shook. Because ain't no such things as halfway crooks. This man was out here like that.
Yeah, he was seeing Santana in everything.
Bruh, that's it. He hit you already. He just needed a little payback. You know what I'm saying? There's mad heads out there. He ain't gonna go back out there and re-struggle. No, that's it. It happened.
He just had to send the message.
Yep.
But yeah, Ring of Honor TV Championship on the line. Trent Beretta versus Samoa Joe. Shout out to Philadelphia. Chanting Joe on beat to the theme. Respect it.
Joe. Hell yeah, that's old school.
That's how you do it. That's how it's done. The match starts. Code of Honor. They shake hands. And it's adhered to. And Riccaboni talks about it on commentary. Adhering to the Code of Honor to begin this match. Then Joe starts putting hands and feet all over Trent.
Yep.
Punches, forearms, chops, all of it.
Them kicks.
Yes.
Them hard-ass kicks.
Yes. Then he gets Trent outside, goes for a tope, but Trent dodges, goes for a springboard moonsault, damn near overshoots Joe. He went on this, but Joe catches him and gets him down. Trent goes for a tornado DDT, but Joe stuffs it, drops him with the big boot, and then we go to the pip. Then we come out. Trent makes a comeback, big crossbody down on the floor, and they get back in the ring and they start trading. Joe breaks out with the power bomb into the submission chains, single leg crab. Trent breaks out of that. STF, Trent breaks out of that. Cross face. Like, I love when Joe you think you can escape? I have many other submissions with which to torture you.
He's over here talking about, I have many forms.
Yeah. You think this is my final form? You fool.
This isn't even my final form.
Yeah, so Trent, he eventually gets up, slaps the shit out of Joe. Trent laid this slap, and I was like, oh my God, Trent, what have you done?
Nah, nothing beats the slap that Sonya Deville gave Carmella.
What did she slap her?
Yo, she slapped it. I'm going to send you the video, and you're going to be like, oh, it was, just imagine, she was like, I'm still your boss, blah, blah, like you wildin' type of deal, right?
Oh.
And then Carmella's like, oh, you're right, I'm sorry. Well, let me just explain to you what happened. Well, what happened was, blah, just mid-sentence, just clapped her. And I'm just like, oh, and I think she was next to Thea Trinidad.
Zelina?
Yeah, Zelina Vega. I think she was next to her. And she was like, oh, like I swear to God, bro, if you watch, I'm going to send you the video. You're going to be like,
shit, you talking about I'm still your boss. You hit me like that. No, you not.
No, the fuck you not. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's what I was thinking. But
she ready to throw hands.
She clapped her, my man. I was like, oh, shit. God damn. I was like, they heard that shit in Antarctica.
That sounds crazy.
You gonna see.
Yeah, I guess I checked that out. But Joe, he comes back, drops Trent with a big lariat, sends him up for the muscle buster, but Trent counters. Hits Joe with a big boot, rushes him in the corner, but Joe sits his ass down with that big Uranagi counter.
No, Uranagi.
Then locks him in the rear naked choke. Trent tries to escape, but is forced to submit. Your winner and still Ring of Honor TV champion, Samoa Joe.
Joe.
Post-match, they once again engage in the Code of Honor, shake hands, and then Toni hits the ring for an interview. But of course, you know the deal. Interviews are not allowed here in AEW.
Yep. You know what it is, though? I keep saying it. Just let him breathe, bro. Like Toni said, I'm going to let you breathe, and then puts the mic up at him. What?
Yeah. Congratulations, Joe. I'm going to let you breathe.
Hey, congratulations, Joe. I'm going to let you breathe. You deserve it. Yeah, you deserve it. And he's like, well, Tony.
But then here come Jay Lethal, Sanjay Dutt, and Satnam Singh. But then the best friends meet them at the bottom of the ramp. Orange Cassidy looks at fucking Trent and Chuck and is like, hey, I stay here. I got this. He steps up to Satnam Singh, looks at this man, hands in the pockets. And he unleashes the kicks. But then Jay Lethal runs over and takes him out before he takes off Satnam Singh's legs with those lethal kicks.
Yo, I was so mad. I was like, no, let me see it.
You son of a bitch, Lethal.
I wanted to see the big man go.
But yeah, it's they're beating down the best friends and Samoa Joe. Lethal and Joe are brawling in the ring. And then the security comes out to break it up. And the commentators are like, this is 16 years of teacher-student animosity boiling over. So, they're building that. Lethal and Joe are going to have their match. And, there you go. They're doing what they can to build that.
I'm excited about it. I'm not really excited about Satnam Singh, but I mean, I was almost excited about it. They fucked that up. Like I would have, not for nothing though, I would have let him do it to then show like, all right, this guy's got some character. He's gang. But I get why they didn't because, they're trying to keep him big, mean heel. Yeah,
they're still presenting him a certain way for now.
Damn, you should have let him. If you show the crowd that he's gang, the crowd will be like, oh, I'm not that mad at this guy.
Yeah.
The debut was just a little funky, that's all.
Yeah, because so far that's like really the only big thing. Yeah. The debut set a bad tone. But I mean, there's still time for them to break out of that and whatever. Like so far, the stuff they've done with them since then has been mostly fine. So it's been whatever.
How did you feel about that FTF to that crossface? I love that move.
I love that shit. That shit was great.
Like he did that shit dope, Joe. I fucks with him. Everybody know, you know what I'm saying? Samoa Joe's one of my guys. Him, Jonah Rock. I know they all fluffy guys. They look like me.
That's always been one of my favorite things about Joe, though. Just Samoan submission machine. He's really about that shit.
Big,
really
mean,
about that shit.
Fucking murderous motherfucker. Joe's gonna kill you.
Yeah. They mean that when they say that.
Hell yeah. This was a great Rampage, man. I had so much fun here. And then the girls were also badass. Fucking everything here was pretty decent. I don't know about the scissoring. But especially Santana coming out here fucking whooping Jericho's ass. And it felt real as hell. I don't know why. It just did. It felt so real.
Yeah, Santana. Yeah, beef.
It was real to me, damn it.
Yeah, I guess he was like, yeah, you fireballed my mans. I'm going to whoop your ass.
Fireball. Let me know.
Yeah, again, Rampage is always a solid fun hour. And then, again, you squeeze in shit like the baddies. We need more baddies. The baddies could be the trios champions.
Printing money, I'm telling you. Printing it. Well, Tev, with all that being said, now can you tell them where to find us?
I can, now's the time.
All right, sheesh.
Yeah, you already know where to find us. Find us on Instagram at Ramblemania Show and at Banter Club Podcast. Find us on Twitter at Ramblemania, Facebook.com/Ramblemania Show. Also find our group there, Ramblemania Show's Banter Club, with any other podcasters and wrestlers. Everybody that we associate with, both all our goings on and all that is going down. As far as the audio goes, everywhere audio is found, that is Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Anchor, TuneIn, Overcast, everywhere your podcasts are found. Search Ramblemania Show or Banter Club. The visuals, twitch.tv/Ramblemania Show. Look us up on YouTube, Ramblemania Show or Banter Club. And when you get here, like the videos, click subscribe, and click the bell so that when the new content drops, it goes straight to you. And that's for me personally. Find me on Instagram at TJ the Great One. That's TJ the GR, the number 8, the number 1. And find me on Twitter at TJ the Great. That's TJ the GR, the number 8. It's as simple as that.
TJ the Great. Jesus, I had a little burp. You can find me on Instagram at the number 6, the letter X, the letter L. That is at 6XL. You can find me on Twitter at SIIXX. Ain't I great? That is at SIIXX. You already. You can find us on TikTok, where we post funny little clips from all these beautiful shows that we do for all of you.
Yeah.
That being said, I would like to leave all our BC aliens, our Banter Club loyalists, with a little something we like to call a too sweet.
Too sweet.
And a good fight.
And good night.
They should have let Satnam sing through the little shin kicks. It was fun.
Hands in the fight.